A first-time implosion person right here is that they have taken jackhammers and they have actually made the back side of the sands weaker so that it can come down easier, I suppose. You can see where the black spots are. They're on the tower. That is where the dynamite is, so it is definitely going to be coming in this direction. They've also have a lot of the fire department in the back side of it here, trying to keep that dust cloud under control, as well as huge fans that they're going to be using. We haven't seen anybody moving around like we had just even a few minutes earlier down there in the bottom portion. Obviously part of the blast crews working on it from down there. This is definitely a good vantage point, and people are coming out of their hotels onto the balconies trying to check it out. Probably like me, this is their first time, and it's going to be a little interesting and maybe even a little bit scary. Back to you, Steve.
Right, Robin. As I mentioned, one of the things they're concerned about is the people around the edge there. Robin, do you see any people milling around out there that don't look like they belong?
Up here where I am, there are a few people and out on their balconies, as I said, and we are just maybe a building or so away, but they're definitely behind where they're supposed to be from the barricades from what I can see from the street. There are also a lot of people in front of Treasure Island that are looking, and I also noticed that they covered up the Siegfried and Roy statues, so even they're being covered, and I don't see a lot of people out here with masks or anything to cover their heads, so that's something that they may regret later.
All right, Robin, that's Robin Burke. She's got a great view of the building, as do we all out here. I'm standing in the VIP viewing area. That's atop one of the parking garages at the Mirage Hotel. We've just been informed that they are holding the countdown now at 2 minutes. That's T-minus 2 minutes to implosion of the Sands Hotel. And let's send it right now back up to Mark Martinez, who is high above in Live Chopper 13. Mark.
Yes, Steve, we just got into position here in Live Chopper 13, getting ready to watch the implosion up here. We also have noticed a lot of traffic backup around the area, especially on Sands and around the Strip, of course, as the police have the area blocked off. But you can definitely see down there that the excitement is building. It's very chilly up here, and there is quite a bit of a wind, about 15 miles an hour, but hopefully that won't cause too much of a problem for them tonight. Back down to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot. That's Mark Martinez in Live Chopper 13. Now, as we've been showing you all night long, we have an incredible view from the very top floor balcony of the Sands Hotel. It's mounted way up there in one of the very big penthouse suites, way up at the top. And that's how it looks, as if you were standing up there tonight in suite number 6808. Of course, we hope the whole building is vacant at this moment. Infrared sensors are being used to make sure they do not detect any human beings who should be on the property or in the building at this hour. It's a critical moment where they want to make sure that all the blast charges are ready to go and that the area is safe. Our Mark Sayer is down inside that blast zone. Let's go to Mark.
And right now we are at the 2 minute and holding mark. We're monitoring the blast officials on our handheld scanners. Right now what they're doing is they are moving the fire department away. Anytime you move the fire department away, that means that something is about to happen here. We are at a 2 minute hold at this point. I have put on my poncho and my glasses and my mask, and I must say I've received some chuckles from people who are laughing at, well, look how absurd he looks and he's overreacting. But this will be my fourth implosion, and I can tell you, when this thing comes down with a slight wind blowing to the northeast, which is what is happening right now, we are going to be inundated. And just imagine what it's like, literally brushing up the dust off your kitchen floor, and you're breathing in, and it's bad, and you want to get outside and get some clear air. Well, imagine 45 years of dust, dirt, and debris coming down literally almost right on top of you. That is exactly what we are expecting. This is our blast cam. This is a camera which is, we believe, directly in the path of the hotel. Based on what the fire engineers tell us about how the tower is going to fall, this is going to fall directly on top of our camera. We are prepared to sacrifice the camera. It is a camera that has been very good to us and has been through 3 previous implosions, and despite having massive 400 and 500-foot structures fall on it, miraculously it has managed to survive. And every time the demolition crews go in, they manage to pull out our camera and give it back to us and make room for yet another implosion. So, Steve, we are in the blast zone. The police have come in and cleared out all spectators and all people who are not properly attired and ready to go, and we are ready for the dust cloud. Back to you.
All right, Mark, the latest word we have is we are at 1 minute and holding. T-minus 1 minute and holding. They are checking their seismographic sensors.
Are you clear? I'm clear.
We're getting the clear signals now. We're going to get ready for implosion here. As you take a look at the Sands,
Chuck, are you clear?
you hear the blast engineers giving clear signals. They're going around to all the members of the blast team, controlled demolition.
Clear.
They've done many buildings. And And now they're getting ready
Clear.
for another piece of Las Vegas history.
Walk out of the alleyway.
There's our exclusive balcony cam. We will ride the building down. Getting another time warning now from CDI, controlled demolition. Folks watching from the strip. All eyes are glued. You may hear a siren now. That's one of the initial warning sirens. That's to make sure that everyone is clear from the street. It's the last chance for anyone who's in there to get out now. That's the view from Mast Cam, the upper balcony. There's Live Chopper 13.
Chuck, are you clear? Chuck is clear. Doug, are you clear? Doug's clear. Mark and Adrian, are you clear?
Again, the blast engineers making sure everything is
Dale,
clear.
are you clear? Yes. Tom, are you clear? This is the 1 minute siren.
Now we're about to get another siren, again at 1 minute and holding. There's the siren. 1 minute to the end of the Sands. Back in its heyday in the early 50s and into the 60s, it was the place to be on the Strip. In moments, it won't be there anymore.
CDI, we're 30 seconds out.
You will not want to blink. 30 seconds out. They say the whole building should fall top to bottom in under
Tommy,
10 seconds.
Doug, are you clear? Doug's clear. Mark and Adrian, are you clear? Clear. Warm the machine up. Tell me when you're in the red.
They're warming up the dynamite. You'll see charges fire at the base. We'll get a countdown. You will hear the countdown. And then charges will fire higher up in the building as it pancakes down.
Marky in the red. We're all set. Stacy? All set. Okay, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire. That looks wonderful, guys. Look real pretty.
You heard it. The blast engineers saying it looked wonderful. After 44 years, the Sands has succumbed. We could really feel the rumble from up here. You heard the first round of blasts, and then a second round went off. And like they told us that like a woodcutter would bring down a giant tree, they hacked out the back side of the hotel so it fell backwards towards the Strip, and now that dust cloud is sweeping toward the north and towards some of our camera positions there. And of course, we've been telling you all night long about our exclusive balcony cam. We rode the building down as the blast occurred. We've got that tape ready to go. There, you can feel blast number 1. Pieces falling, and down it went. The camera didn't last very long. That initial blast seemed to demolish our camera almost instantly, but it was fun. We were up there in luxury suite number 6808, literally on the final second of the Sands. Now, our second camera, we had the camera that was positioned behind the hotel underneath as we waited for the tower to literally fall on top of our camera. This is how it looks. Again, the blast went off, and there you can see the charges going up the back side of the hotel. This is the back side facing the side that faces east. It hung there for a moment, and then the other charges went off, and down it came. Whoa, look at that cloud of dust. amid that cloud of dust right now is our own Mark Sayer. He's inside the blast zone. Mark, what was it like?
Steve, as usual.